Good morning. Hello. Are you awake? Do I need to squeeze your sides? Wake you up? I'm not awake. Waking up was difficult, but it always is. I'm not a morning person. I kind of naturally wake up like at 9. I don't sleep in a lot like I used to when I was a teenager, but around 9:30 I start to naturally wake up. Sometimes I decide, I don't get to do this often, but sometimes I decide 9's not enough and I sleep till 11. But usually about 9 o'clock I'm naturally waking up. Anytime before that is kind of a drag. I'm like, gosh, I'm not ready. Not ready. Good morning, John. Good morning, Nimby. Hello. I can't see my Twitch chat. There we are. I can see my Twitch chat now. It's a good morning. We're gonna be doing art. Get myself moved over here properly. There we go. Hopefully we'll make some progress today. I want to work on at least one hairstyle and maybe something else. We have to be up at 5 every morning. Oh no! I know what that's like. My previous job, I was a shift manager for a grocery, which means I had to be awake. Well, I had to be at work by 5:30. So usually I had to be awake between 4 and 4:30. It sucked those mornings. Those mornings are bad. I have to make sure I go to bed early enough to get enough sleep, but like, I don't sleep well because I'm afraid I'm oversleep my alarm, and then I have a hard time going to sleep anyway. I'm a night person. Like 12 o'clock is when I start getting tired, like midnight. It was difficult. I could do it. I never actually did oversleep any of my alarms for work. I've done it for other things, but I set enough alarms now. But oh man, it's rough. It's rough, dude. I don't want to do that again. I've worked the really early shifts and I've worked the really late night shifts as like a barista. When this is a while back, when Borders was still a thing, I was a barista, and we would close, like Borders was closed at midnight. This is, pre-COVID, all that kind of stuff, where places stayed open really late. So like we closed at midnight, which means we couldn't clean up the place until after midnight, and we were getting out at 1. I'm driving home. Those are late nights. 1:30 I'd be back at my place. I'm like, oh gosh, never again. I'm not doing that anymore. Nope. I'll find some like really boring bank job or something if I have to. Opening courtesy for Safeway. Ooh, this is a very epic pig step we're listening to. Arch Illager's pig step, yeah. This is Minecraft music, by the way. Funny stuff. Yeah, definitely not a morning person. I'm most creative at night, like after 10, typically. If I can get started in the morning, I could do a lot of really good work between like 10 o'clock, or actually now, and like 2. We're raving here this morning. But typically 10 o'clock at nights where I'm like, oh yeah, I got my creative juices going, and then I'll accidentally stay up till 3 in the morning working on something. It's a whole routine, yeah. I mean, your body tends to get used to it. Even though I wasn't a morning person, I would still wake up. After a while, I would still wake up about 5. Because it's thinking like, oh, you should be somewhere. Wake up. And it'd be like, I wake up and I'm like, no, I don't have to be anywhere. I'm going right back to sleep. I do not have any problems going right back to sleep, which is a great thing. I know a lot of people do have a problem once they're up. They're kind of up. Not me. Not me. It's like, no, I'm awake. Do I need to do anything? No. Just zonk. For a little Starbucks kiosk. Mm-hmm. Barista. I actually liked barista work in some ways. I didn't like the company I was working for, but barista work itself was actually fun. I mean, I did not mind making drinks for people. I think so. You get like a rude customer every once in a while, but it wasn't like the end of the world. You get that grabber at the service industry and or retail, whatever. But for the most part, like barista work, the work itself was not bad. But I didn't like the company, and I didn't get paid enough for the time I was there and the length of like the amount of times I kept getting called in for other people calling out. And they also promised me full-time status, and then they kind of yanked that out from underneath me upon hire, and I already quit my other job. So by the time I was in there, I was already looking for a way out. So, but like the work, it was fine. Yeah, exactly. Like making the drinks, but not the company. Uh-huh. They do. Companies absolutely do suck these days, especially in America. We don't get pensions anymore. We don't get leave. We don't get nothing. At this point, it's kind of like a lot of people's like, oh, well, you go work for a company for security, for insurance, which a lot of places don't give you anymore. You have to be full-time status to get even like anything relatively decent insurance. You don't get pensions. You don't get days off of vacation. And it was like, oh, there's security and work. Not anymore. Work for yourself. The insurance is usually kind of mid at best. At best. You can work for yourself at this point. I enjoyed the work. I was a professional prior trained myself. I mean, that's okay. That's totally doable nowadays. I trained myself as an absolutely like doable thing, especially with like the internet. I went to art school, and I really enjoyed that experience. I have no problem with art school. I think it was worth what I paid for, but what people pay for it now is not worth it. I feel like you can learn, if you have any sort of discipline on your own, you can learn everything for art school on the internet. There's a lot of careers and stuff that can do that. Not everyone. Like, you can't do medical stuff, like engineering. You need to go to college for stuff like that. But for what I was learning, I could have self-taught and saved money. The only thing I actually learned from college was discipline. I feel like if you could learn those traits and how to handle yourself in a professional setting somewhere else besides college, I'm fine. Yeah. Let's see, I gotta find my Photoshop. Let's see, oh, hey! No, boy! I just set it one day where I can just toss one at y'all. What? Get you. I'll get you. Good morning, impressive! glad that I have the internet because I'm a person that really likes to learn stuff on her own. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure I've never been officially tested. I have a family member that has ADHD and has been diagnosed. I've never been diagnosed myself. Um, I was high masking in school. They never thought anything was wrong with me, and I didn't figure it out until college that might be something was up. But I learn a lot of things on my own, and that's just a very ADHD kind of like trait. It's like, ooh, shiny, and you hyper focus on something for a while, and like, oh, automatically have a skill. It's not like the most amazing skill, but you've learned a skill. I do that like all the time. You work from home, yeah, and OCD. Oh. It's challenging, but I found out how to learn. Yeah, you do have to kind of like create an environment for yourself. I do not have OCD. I can have some tendencies where I want things a specific way, but I think that is more mildly autistic type of trait. I don't think I have like full on autism or anything, but there are some signs, but not OCD. Definitely, but I do have to, when I get back to like working, I know I'm most productive in an environment that is clean and uncluttered because of the distractions. So a lot of times if I have a very large project, I will make sure that my working environment is tidy, and it's set up to be like a space that I will enjoy. So I'll have my favorite music, I will have snacks, I will kind of prep myself for a big project, that kind of thing. And it feels like I'm kind of like wasting time, and maybe sometimes it is, because, you know, like ADHD is like, you should be doing this one thing, right? You should be doing this one thing, but you're like, oh, shiny over there, and you feel like you have to do this. You're sort of avoiding the project that you need to do. I forget, there's a term for that. But it kind of helps in both ways. So it's like I'm also avoiding the thing that I have to do because there's like the ADHD procrastination. But when I actually get to the project, it'll help me focus. So you take the medication, it helps. I bet it does. I took the meds and the meds are working. Learned so much more from the internet, so much more than what a person was trying to teach me. Stuck me with like a manager who was supposed to teach me how to make a drink. Yeah, there's a lot of managers that don't teach, I'm finding out nowadays. As a shift manager when I was working, I was trained, personally, I had a good manager above me. I was trained to train people to be able to manage themselves. Which means you have to teach them, and you're going to be teaching them for like 2 weeks to a month on doing stuff. But then after that, you're like, okay, you're good to go, and then they don't bother you all the time. Versus like somebody's always just sitting there standing over you, just watching you, like, are you doing this right? Are you doing it? You know the naggy, nitpicky managers that don't have anything else better to do when they should be working on something else themselves because they have another job besides training you. They absolutely do, but they like to sit there and just micromanage because they haven't trained you properly. Anyway, rants. I had coworkers that were like that. I'm like, no, you need to teach them how to do it. Did you show them how? Right. Such, yeah. They just stood over your shoulder and told me I was doing something wrong. Exactly. You're not teaching me anything. And I mean, maybe they weren't hired to be a training manager, but like usually managing comes with like a lot of training. You have to sit down and like teach people how to do stuff. Well, thanks for this subscription. Appreciate you. 13 months. Dude, I didn't even know if you got 12. Thanks for the year's worth. I don't know. I approach, like, I approach managing different. That's just it's different. Dun, 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 dun. The pixel art me a husky princess making a sprinkle. What? We're working on stream avatars today. Actually, let me go ahead and start turning this on. Where is my? Whoop, this is my screen for. It's my screensaver. It's not my art, by the way. I just like it. I wish I could do art like this, where it's sort of messy but really dynamic, but also pretty. I'm not good at that. Didn't I start on YouTube? No. I should have. It's probably one of my regrets. As a VTuber, I should have started on YouTube. I was Twitch exclusive for the longest time. Let's see. I got lots of things behind me. We want the hair test. This one. This is what we're working on today. I did do a lot of shorts and TikToks, which I need to get back to. I will work on that this week. I actually need to be posting a lot more of those kind of things. Let me get myself. I'm stuck in the middle again. Grabby paws. The right window where I can see what I'm doing here. Wah. Float it around. Small again. I'm in a good spot here. Okay. Bring back my OBS. Actually. Hey, you! Random Mom's Away, thanks for the sub! You just got here. Your time does fly. Although, admittedly, I was out for a little bit because of renovations at the house, so... I wish I could have been more active earlier this year, but... It is what it is, and now I'm back, and I don't have any plans of going anywhere crazy except for MomoCon in May. I'll be visiting there. I'm not a guest. I'm just gonna go visit because I like anime conventions. But that's the next big trip on the docket. I'm gonna have some other VTuber friends with me. We're sharing an Airbnb, and we'll run amok, and I'll be posting goofy things, hopefully, as we go. Where time does fly, I know, right? MomoCon, yeah! Last anime convention I was at was in 2005. Time to go again, although I feel like I'm getting like a little old because there's some young babbies running around these anime conventions. I'm like, are you old enough to be here? Where's your parents? So baby people. So can you even drink? I don't know. Okay, we're not going to do the twin drill one today. I would stick out for sure. Dang, I'm old now. I think it'd be fun to follow some of my friends around and just be like the cosplay photographer. I would be so... I was telling one of my friends, because they were dressed up for a wedding in a tuxedo. I'm like, more pictures! I would be so insufferable. I'd be following them around. It's like, wait, no. Here's the perfect light. You need to sit over here. Tilt your head up. No, do this. Where's your adult? I mean, some families will drop their kids off, like especially like a large city like Atlanta. It's like, oh, there's a convention going on. Sure, you can go for the day, honey. Here's some cash. Go run around. We'll pick you up at whatever time. I mean, that would not be out of the question. I did that myself, actually, when I was younger. At the time, like, I lived in Charlotte, but I don't live there anymore. But I would go to Heroes Con, and I just drop off for the day. I'm like, okay, see you later at 6, 7. Yeah, here's $300. Go have fun. Well, it wasn't that easy. My parents wouldn't just give me money. I usually had to save my own money. They would give me a ride, and like my dad was like, "Here's $20 for food." I'm like, okay. but for the most part, my parents trusted me to go do the stuff. They would drop me off and run amok for a little while, and as long as I communicated, everything was golden. But when it came to cash, I usually had to save that up and or do chores to make up for that money, kind of thing, because I wasn't working until I was like close to 18. I was working before that, but like I was fortunate enough to have parents that would let me go experience things on my own or with friends. Okay. I'm gonna try this emo fit because I like how this turned out. We're not necessarily gonna do. We might do this color, but we're not worried about the color today. We just want this here. We want to animate it. We want to make it kind of move because all of these sort of move here as they bounce up and down. I believe they do a bounce. Boom, boom, boom. Copy of that. I'm gonna hide that one. So we gotta make note of where this is. So it's basically hugging the little highlight on its nose. No big deal. So that's where we're gonna position all of them. That. Bum 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 bum. And we're just gonna keep making some. And then we're gonna... I haven't decided. We might color it first and then animate it. I think we'll do that. Pretty sure. Yasenheim! Whoa! We're working on more stream avatar stuff today. Oh. Undo that. Go back. We're working on our first hairstyle. Yeah. Parents give you that kind of freedom. The first question was always, are you taking your sister too? If I said no, they would always say, well, you better luck next time, then I guess you aren't going. Oh, man. I had brothers, right, growing up, so I have two brothers, one older, one younger than me. And I think one of the reasons I had a lot of freedom, especially as a girl, is because I would always bring up the fact that, like, my brothers got to do something. And like, well, you got to do it. And like, they would always sigh. I could hear an audible sigh. And so they had to let me do it too. Just got high. I was the middle child and the only daughter. No partner yet. Thanks for asking. Partner maybe one day. Okay, so we're just gonna drag that down. Keep on going. Oh wait, no, we didn't go that way. I need to go sideways first. We're doing frame animation today, that's why we have to make copies of all this. So I'm just basically copying a layer and dragging it over. And then I will decide how to animate each one as I get to each piece. I'll look at chat here just a second. But it's been a little bit since I've been to a convention. Like the last one I think I went to was Anime North in Canada. That was a lot of fun. I suggest you going to that one. If you want to go to a con outside of the US, go to Canada. It's in Toronto, so it's not like a huge deal, especially if you're on the East Coast. There's a lot of cities that do a direct flight to Toronto on the East Coast. So, and the convention center is literally right next to one of the airports in Toronto. So that's what we did. We just got like a cab and then, or a bus. Actually, it was a bus. It was a free bus that went to the hotels that were nearby, which was great. And the con was big, but not like overly big. Like it wasn't huge, because there's some cons that get like just too big. Like Comic-Con, I don't think I ever want to go to Comic-Con in like San Diego, I believe is where it's at. It's too big. I don't want to fight people like that. I want to have fun with my friends. I want to watch cosplayers. I want to go to a couple of panels that aren't like packed to the brim fighting for space. But I want it big enough to where like there are good guests there and there are people that really could really talk to, and you get a good feeling of like just like geek culture and everything in general. I don't know. If it's too small, sometimes it's a little lacking. You get a little bored. Okay. Just drag this down here. Drag it over. It's faster if I do this. Just pull it over. I was first to get your license, first to take my sister to prom before I even got to go. Oh gosh. You got to play chauffeur. Oh no. You were chauffeuring. Down. so many copies. I could make it really easy on myself and just not animate any of those. But I want to be extra. I could make just everything super easy and not add any animations. I don't know why I'm like this. It is very satisfying though when it works out. Got everybody? Whoa! All the people! Riot! Hi! Parking at SakuraCon was ridiculous this year. Where's SakuraCon? Can you tell me where that's at? I'm not sure. I've heard of it, but I don't know where it's at. You should have started working as first pay their uncle bill. Nice! It's in Washington? Okay, cool. That makes sense. I've never been to Washington. I've been... Oh wait, no I haven't. Barely. I have been to Washington. I was there for one night on the way to the cruise because I went to Seattle. For some reason I was thinking if Seattle was in Oregon, I'm like, no, that's Portland. I derped for a second. My brain's just like, meh. I have been to Washington for a very, very, very brief moment. I got to see the Space Needle. I didn't go in it though. Yeah. Had some food though, and then got on a cruise. The cruise was okay. It was okay. Victoria was a pretty city in Canada. I see that. Yeah. Different kind of convention. Easter weekend. Oh? Is it like an Easter bunny convention? It's a furry con, but except it's all bunnies. I would like to go to a furry con. I just want to go experience it. I think it would be a blast. Those people are crazy. Their costumes are crazy. I just want to see. I want to be a tourist. Can I be the tourist of the FurCon? Okay. How do we want to make this like animate? Good question. Anime bunny girls. I mean, that could be fun. Anime bunny girls, maybe a few bunny boys. What? Could be fun. I still think you take lots of pictures. I'm still debating what the best way to do this is. So in this one, it's down, up, up, down for this top animation. So this should be like the regular, and then when they go up, it should like pull down on the hair. Just ever so slightly. I've said that if I went to a con and did cosplay, I want to do one of those like goofy like mascot costumes with like the giant heads and stuff. You couldn't tell who I was, just running amok, doing goofy things. Like that was it is it hamster? Or that Japanese hamster that runs around and does crazy things in a mascot suit? Cheeton? I don't remember. Something like that. I just want to go gremlin and nobody know it's me. That's all I want to do. I just want to go gremlin, run amok, do dumb stuff. I need a handler. Sleepy's using. Okay, so we don't change that one. We're gonna change this one. So we're gonna onion skin this one. It might help though to have a background. You can see things a little better. I think my favorite things about cons usually are panels. I like to learn about the industry or whatever I'm like really into. I usually don't like go chasing after like voice actors or like fan. Sometimes it's cool. Sometimes it's cool. I did get to see Stan Lee speak before he passed away. Heroes Con. That was fun. But it's not like that's not my major driving force to conventions. Usually I am there. I want to learn about the industry and or something cool behind the scenes of the things that I like when it comes to like manga art or voice acting or whatever. I'm pretty much I'm a panel person, and that I like to watch people and like costumes and like check out everybody's work. And then I do like going shopping in the vendors hall, but I generally don't buy a whole lot. I don't know what to get. I get overwhelmed. I like, ooh, it's all really cool, but I have no idea what I want. So I tend to be a panel person. I'll go talk to some artists and stuff. Some of the best times I've had with talking with artists was at Heroes Con because they have some really good informative panels. If you like comics and comic books, that was definitely a place to go to talk to artists much more intimately. Because they had panel rooms, but like the panel rooms were like, yeah, some really big artists, and there'd be like 40 people in there. I mean, not like huge amount. Like, well, there's probably more than 40 people, but it wasn't like hundreds of people. listening to people talk. It was just you and a few people, so it was like more like a classroom, which is great. And I really enjoyed that. So. Okay. I need to get all of my colors. Perfect. Okay. So when it hops up, then this little hair should come down. I don't think I need to do anything about that one, so it will be just. I'm on the wrong layer already. I wonder if that's too much of a drastic change. I'm not used to animating, so I don't know how much I have to like change stuff. Probably not too much, to be honest. This one would just probably go down. And this one will just go down. And this one will go. Now the question is that enough? We don't know. So we're gonna erase this. It's a weird one. Next. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. So it goes from that. This is 4. It's already up, so this is back to its normal. So when it's going down, we're changing this one. Right? It should go up more. That'll have the most change right there. Just gonna erase. Erase. This is so subtle. And again, I don't know if it's worth it. All this work just to do this. Okay. We will test it. We'll do one and just to see, because this is the standing animation. And we'll do just like a test run. We're gonna merge down. Take this. Merge that one down. All right, so the top layer should have like a little bit of movement. We will find out. Which on screen. First, we're gonna get rid of the eyes. And we're gonna get rid of this. We also have to get rid of the background. File. Save as a copy. So what we don't have is now we got to create a folder for hair. It took too long. I don't know why it took that long to do. New folder for hair. We're just gonna call it hair test copy because this is what it is right now. Save it. PNG, it's gotta be PNGs. Now we gotta open up stream avatars. So to Steam we go. Boop, 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 boop. Is it working? Hello? Okay. Steam. There we go. Took a moment. Didn't want to load in. Okay, launch that. Launch! Let's go! Launch sounds like lunch. Lunch sounds good. Talk about behind the scenes. I've been listening to Giga from Bishojo, and she puts out a lot of stuff and insights from the behind the scenes of what goes on and like these corporate style type VTubing versus indie stuff, and like she had some interesting stuff to say about the current VTuber drama and like what's healthy competition versus like unhealthy, and how to like keep pushing your brand upwards but without stepping on toes. It's kind of fun. I like listening to some of her talks. Even like her newest one, like she actually has like a setup where she's just kind of sitting in a chair for their live 2D, moving in a chair like she's chatting with people, like I don't know, an intimate like room library of sorts. It's very fun, but what she says is very insightful. I like listening to her and like just her take on VTubing in general, as when it comes to like the businessy type sides of it and whatnot. I was listening to a little bit of her newest one before stream. I haven't quite finished it yet. I'll probably finish it after stream here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Did we get stream avatars up? is up. Okay, we'll pop. Boom. There it goes. We gotta open up our folder. Gear. To create a new one. Folder. Hair. Okay. Open up that one. And then. Alright, it's over here. Y'all can't see it. Do I have the other one open? Do not have the other one open. No, it's not that one. It's this one. Okay. Copy it into the stream avatar's actual folder. You always open it up here at the top for all your assets for the game. I'm creating stuff, but I need to make a copy of it. Now that it is actually in the program, we have to hit save. Colorful. There's some more upbeat stuff. This is like actually in-game Minecraft stuff. Here's some remix. Let's go into this. Make this big. It's big. Gotta make it big. Burger. I want the extension panel, so I can play with stuff here in just a moment. We're going to go to avatar and gear. Okay. Now we have to allow the gear because we put in a new section, so hair is now turned on for this particular avatar. Hit save and exit. And then we go over here. We want hair. Hair test copy, of course it's in the wrong place. It's a frame animated, so apply. Well, that actually works out kind of cute. Look. Has a little bounce. Just a tiny amount. Do I need to do more? I don't know if I do. Maybe. It's really small, I know, I'm sorry. I can't really expand it. Save. Z index. Okay, so it has to be above the eyes. Eyes is on 2. Skin tone's on 1. Underwear is on 2. What's weapons on 3? We're gonna put... I'll have to start making a list of stuff because this is where it is layered in how it shows up on your avatar, right? So we're gonna put this number 3. We're gonna hit this item in case I'm not always bald. You come in with at least one hairstyle. Not bald, not bald. Alright, we're gonna test it now. Nerd. Connecting away. So they're not moving now. They only move when I'm standing still for the hair. And there it goes. Bounce, 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 bounce. Okay, I kind of like it. It's a lot of work, but I kind of like it. Hmm. I feel like I need to make this bottom one here move a little bit more. And I'll just kind of use that as the framing for the rest of these, I guess. It's working though. Okay. Disconnected. Put a person back in. Put our background back on. So that goes down, so it's not, that's not gonna move, but it will move when it goes up. I'm on the wrong layer. Maybe on this one. Eyedropper. For things, stuff and things. Doesn't need a lot of movement. Check and see if that's the movement that I want. So we'll erase these. File. Save as copy. Yep, we'll replace it. Okay. Bring those files back up. Drag this up in place. Test it again. This is very typical for developing anything. Do one thing, test it again. Do another thing, test it again. Do a thing, fix it. Kaiser, hi! Hello! Welcome! Checking all your pets? What kind of pets you got? Unless you're talking about VTubers. Because in a sense, we are in our enclosure. Look at us in our little enclosure, our little VTuber enclosure. Are we vibing? We have a common bulla, a Saragecko, and a colony of powdered orange isopods, a sneck, a gecko, and ornamental roly-polies. Oh, those are fun. All good boys, of course. Yes. Nice. It'd be lovely. I'm guessing they have like one big warm room. Because I know you need like, typically you need a heat lamp for snakes. Sometimes lizards. They each have their own separate terrariums. Okay. Yeah. Well. Save. We could just test this one right here. Yeah, now everything's bouncy. Except for that one little hair right there. Maybe I'll change that one. I think we'll leave this one alone right here. Well, oh, hey, thanks for the follow, by the way. Appreciate you. My morning routine, I have 2 cats. Technically there's 2 dogs in the house, so they're not technically my responsibility all the time. I do take care of them, though. I mean, I let them out. I'll feed them when they need it, all that stuff. But the cats are mine. So there's usually a little morning routine of feeding, cleaning stuff, and then sitting down and coffee and watching them play tackle with each other. Yeah, isopods don't need much. Probably not. So what I want to do here, eventually I want 16 hairstyles, like 8 mask and 8 femme type, and then like probably around, I don't know, 12 to 16 colors each. So you have like a lot of choices. We shall see. I still haven't decided how I'm going to organize them in the list of stream avatars. Let me show you the problem that I have. Okay. I'll bring it over to the screen where y'all can see it. So you have a stream avatar right here, and this is the starting sprite. Everybody gets this one, and then it changes from here. So you can change your skin tone, and like your underwear right now, you can choose dark or light, but we can get others here in a bit. Maybe we'll work on that after we do the hair. But the hair, because of this, there's only one place right here. So I could do a hairstyle and have like all 16 colors, and so it'll just take up one whole page for one hairstyle basically, and you just keep flipping through until you find stuff. Or I could separate it up here and have like femme hair and mask hair in 2 different categories. Or if we wanted like a lot of like customization, we could do, instead of that, we'll do by color. We could do like pastel, your standard colors, and like your dark colors for hair. So you have 3 of those. You get a lot of different hair colors, but then you'd have 3 different hair here, where you have 2 items here, where you could put everything under one and just kind of keep clicking through them all. I haven't decided which way is going to be best. I really don't know. My Twitch chat decided to flick upwards. It keeps doing that, and I don't know why. It has has something to do with like when they like talk about ads, like ad incoming, and so it like scrolls my chat up where I can't see stuff. It goes up like, I don't know, half a page to a page. Anyway, still haven't decided how I'm gonna like organize the hair thing yet. It's a task. Preview this. I don't think I saved it. Alright, I'm good with that. That looks good to me. So now that we have these, we can take this same, because it's just an up and down for the walking, we can take the same ones that we did here and just move them down to this part here. But it'll be in a slightly different order. But I need to see this and this again. Okay, so it's an up down motion. We want the same kind of cute bounce. Where is the standard? The standard would be if it goes down. This one over here. Let's go up. I think I got it. There's that. I'm gonna have to organize these or I'm gonna get lost really fast. This is idle. Okay. And this will be a walk. That's fine. There's that. And then should be back to regular here. And then copy of the downward one, so it's like 3. Yeah, copy of 3. And we're going to test it here in just a moment. And I'm just going to erase these because we don't need them anymore. So now the walk should have like hair animations too. But the order of operations is different. But we're going to, of course, test it. Bum, 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 bum. Drag and drop. Place. Test again. So we're gonna resave. We're actually gonna connect. Now we can see it. Hopefully working. It might be janky. But no, it's working. Everybody's got a little hair jiggle physics. Yay! Do a stretch. Stretching time. I'll probably decide on colors off stream because I'm going to take some time to map out a color set to make things kind of match a bit. But yeah. They're working. I want to see if I can change some eye colors here. It's way behind me. It works. It's hard to tell you. I'm hiding behind people here. There I am. Wandering around in my emo hair set and my Minecraft sword and and my undies. This is totally gamers like, right? We just play games in our undies with our foam Minecraft sword nearby. No. It's time to drink some. And a cherry cola because I haven't had enough coffee yet today. Yeah. All right, now we gotta finish the rest of the hair animations. Disconnect. Back to work. Can't play with it forever. Although it's kind of fun. That's part of why I like doing this, is because I get to play with it as I go. Devil Witch! What kind of sandwich is that? No. I'm a spirit animal. Excellent. Excellent. This spirit says you need to go get a bag of sour gummies and eat them all for lunch. Yeah. What? this spirit animal also requires I would like some cold smoked salmon, please. Okay, we got a deal. Be right back. Sweet. I've not seen the newest Deadpool movie. I still need to get around to doing that with Hugh Jackman and everything, and the really wild multiverse. This is I honestly like look except for the Spider-Man movies, because they're the only ones I'm kind of interested in like the current Marvel universe movie verse. Those are the only ones that I'm mildly interested in. Don't say it's mild. Part of me is like, you could just end it with Deadpool, right? That just Deadpool breaks everything. It's fine. Broke it. It's okay. I haven't read them in a really long time, so I've forgotten most everything. But I do have the first like graphic novels of like his compilations, like first two Deadpool classic comics on my shelf right now. Maybe I should pull those out and read them again. Check them out. It's been a long time. I was hoping they put more out. I don't think they did. I don't think they ever made like a number 3. They had like 1 and 2. I'd be surprised if they had more. I never saw them. I don't have like a lot of comics. I do have a I have a Bruce Timm comic. Batman Black and White. It's good. The creator of Harley Quinn. I also have I have like a short story by Adam Warren for what's it called? Teen Titans, but it's not Teen Titans. It's like Teen Titans of the future. They're like a whole new set of Teen Titans. Like they gain, or they have the powers of Teen Titans, but it's like way in the future, kind of deal. We don't have time to do stuff. No. No. Look at my comics now, because I finally got them out on my shelf. I'm like, ooh, I can look at what I have again. I haven't read some of these in a long time. The short story Teen Titans by Adam Warren, I like a lot. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that. It was a very niche little mini like short story graphic novel. It came out when like I think Teen Titans like the cartoon was coming out, but it wasn't related. It was just like they were doing a lot of Teen Titans stuff. It's good. I like it a lot. We're back to idle stuff again, but this is like stand. So I could almost copy this one whole folder and drag it down. I should be able to do exactly that. Should I sit there? Don't need those. Pretty sure I can just whoop. There. Drag it down. Yep. Done. Alright, this is where I'm gonna have to come up with some new things. This whole animation right here. Luckily, it only gets repeated again later, so I might get away with not doing a whole lot of animation. But I am going to have to change this, so jump up in the air. This doesn't seem right. Oh, I want to open up something. Oh no, it is. It's just the last frame. I guess it's for jump. Yeah, that's for jump. Okay. So for jump, we're only going to need this one. We can go ahead and get rid of these. We don't need those anymore. Into the trash. Don't do that. Copy that one. Let's move up here. We're actually gonna make a new folder. Calling it jump to keep track of everything. Drop that into there. Yeah, yank it down. Do, 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 do. That one. 2, 3 more times. And then we're gonna just need the standard one. Up one, which is this one. Read it, drag it into jump. Okay, so maybe animating the hair is not going to be too bad, but when we get into like the longer hairstyles, it's going to be a bit much. Yoga paw socks? Nani? Nani? What, paw time? Touchy touchy. Wow. It's paw time. Paw 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 paw. This one feels so good. You get like okay, you have a migraine going on. You just want to go like this. I go to sleep. This is what would happen. I had one like over the weekend. I had like it wasn't even like a full blown migraine, but it was a headache that was not going away because it was sinus induced, and I took medicine for it, but like the pressure was still there, so it just kind of it lingered all day long. And all I wanted to do was put something like, oh my gosh, my hand. I just wanted to put some sort of like beanbag over my eyeballs. Just like, please stop. Like just some slight pressure of something. What I need is this. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Sounds good. You too, right? Yeah. Needs it. Alright, I'm gonna assume that works. I'm not gonna upload yet. Next, we're gonna go ahead and like run through these and see if we can get them all working. And we'll test them all at one time. Okay, so we got attack. We don't need these anymore. As So next time when I make this, I'm not gonna like put copies of it all the way across. I'm just gonna work on one at a time. And I'm kind of backtracking here a little bit. Okay. Turn those off. So these are two simple animations. I think in this case we only need a regular and an up. So we're gonna copy this one, drag it to attack, copy this one, undo. Copy, not delete. Put that into attack as well. Move them into place here. We're listening to weird stuff again. Hold on, let me check my Spotify. We're in Lo-Fi Remix. What else we got here? Minecraft soothing scenes. Open cinematic. Crazy stuff in here. I might switch over to synthwave or something. Listen to the weird stuff going on. It's definitely Minecraft background stuff. This is a very long list, by the way. Minecraft has like an official like list that you can play music and stuff while you're on stream. Oh, it is still going. How many more do I have in here? There we go. Synthwave time! Get something a little bit more consistent. Alright, we got attack working. So we don't need these anymore. Throw those away. Goodbye, layers. This is going to be the same as attack for falling. We're going to test it. Copy that. So we're going to call it fall. To do anything with lurk. The wave one is going to be the interesting one. And the full falling one too. Call this one lurk. Make sure that one's not touched. And then we're going to go through. Draw those up. Alright. So this is where. Okay. So it's down, then up. And it waves. Okay. So we're gonna copy. Actually, first we're gonna make a folder. Wave. We need a wave folder. Gotta get it. Dun, dun. Where was I at? Oh, yes. We can actually leave that one there. We'll just pop it in there. We're going to wave. And what we need is the one that's the downward one. There's a jump way over here, so copy that. I'm going to take it to wave and bring it down. And we're gonna need the last one, jump, copy that too. Right up here. Okay. Don't need you. Don't need you. Use you. You stay. I'll just drag you in. I think I have it opposite. Okay. So I want this one here. This one here. Then we're gonna copy that. This one over here. Okay. I think we got it. Maybe. Possibly. Da-dun, da-dun. Okay, we've got wave going. So for the falling right here again, this is like a full fall. I think we're just gonna copy this but like duplicate it over and over again. So that one's actually damage. That's what it's called. This one down here is full. I'm not feeling this music either. You know what I wish I could stream? I wish I could stream the soundtrack to Freerun, because that is like my favorite one to work to right now, but I can't because copyright. Next song. Give me something else. These two. Don't need it. This is what we're working on right now. We don't need any of those. Goodbye. We're getting close to the end. Now we gotta do the fart one. You know why? There's like a fart animation in this? Because Stream Avatars put it in there. They put it in there. I'll show you when we like do a test for it. Like it's in the controller. It's built into the actions of this game. Like, okay, I'm just doing fart jokes now. Okay. It goes up once. So the first one we can keep. I want to make a folder for it. Fart, so we don't lose track of everything. Find it if we need to make any sort of a. It's down. So the first one is normal. Let's leave the second one. Need a copy of. The second one. This one's normal too. Whoop. Down. Now the question is, do I make the hair go up and then it comes back down? Or do I just go back to a rest pose? I'm thinking like it's a very subtle action, so I'm thinking rest pose. One right there. And then we got Gremlin Bomb. Here. The last one is the Gremlin Bomb. Bring that down for a second. Folder. Dun, 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 dun. I think to make it more fun, I think next week I'll actually work on a VTuber. I don't know which one I'll work on. We'll pick one. Put one in there. Just cause. Test it out. That one can go. It's the same. It's the same. Don't need that one. Need a copy of the one that goes up. Okay. Now we're going to test it. File. Save as copy. PNG. Save as. Okay. Drag and drop. Replace. Now I can go back to stream avatars and test all of the things. Avatars here. Saving and reloading. Hitting connect. Now, I'll bring this back over here where y'all can kind of see it. Get Shmuel. We're back again. I'll bring us over so you see a little bit better. But yeah, I was talking about like where it's built in on the actions. Look, it's got a straight up fart button. This fart button right here. I'm gonna move my character over where you can see it. It's not behind me, it's hiding. Come on, time to move over. Move over. Now I check the animations. We're gonna do a jump. I'm watching it. I'm watching it on my screen. Yeah, okay. Do it again, just in case. It's good. Okay. The bomb animation. Yep, okay, that's fine. And then the fall animation's right there. Perfect. Let's see, I gotta choose a person to attack. I'll get John. Haven't attacked John yet. We're just looking at all the numbers in your name. It's so okay. Attack. Rear. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Seems to work out okay. Do it again. John's running away. Oh, look at my face. Oh. Okay, that seems to work. Put myself back over on the screen again. I keep hiding over in the corner. I'm hanging out with Jamon. Keep going. Keep moving. There we go. I've returned again. I want to do a wave. Lurk. In the lurk box. Yeah. In the lurk box. Sit any different? Yep, sit takes away the lurk box. You just sit. I like the lurk box. It makes me happy. I feel like I did a good job on that one. This is my lurk box. Alright, we finished one animation. That took a little bit. That took a little bit. We finished one animation for here. I think the wave animation's my favorite. It literally can wave at people. Like, yay! I'll change. I want to change my skin tone. I want to be aqua. I like aqua. I could be alien. I could be like Jeffy. Tan. Extra tan. Will it change? It didn't change. Let me be Oni. There it goes. I'm red now. I'm an Oni. I'm okay with this. Go pink. I like all the different colors. It makes me happy. Now I'm just very pale. Okay. We got all these items now. We gotta fill it out and finish them. I think the only thing that's pretty much finished are the skin tones. That was like the only thing, and maybe the eyes. I'm considering adding like a few more because I wanted like a burgundy set of eyes. I was considering maybe kind of cool. Do a switch. Switching. Let me put this back over here. Dock it somewhere else. Dock it, dock it, dock, 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 dock. Oh god, I'm making myself sleepy. I'm getting very relaxed. We'll have to wrap up here soon, but I kind of want to like keep doing some stuff. Short-ish stream because I gotta run some errands this afternoon. I like this type of coloring. Okay, so with this type of coloring, it's very fun. But it's very painterly because I use the grayscale as a way to like decide the lightness and darkness, the richness and depth to different colors. This is why I'm making everything in grayscale first. But I think what I'm gonna have to do is take what I would consider the standard, the sit still hair pose right here, and do the coloration right here. But everything that's been modified, like that goes up or down, like the actual animation part, I'm gonna have to hand pixel those. To make sense, like Because these don't actually match currently. Maybe a different set here. The purple one. I like the dark green, and this looks like this, the blue. There's a lot of cool stuff you could do with this, yeah? I'm gonna move all of these over. They're all on at once. I'm not gonna go over. This is the one that matches. And this is why I have to sit down and decide all the different colors. We have a lot of cool color sets, but what are we gonna make? We can't make everything. There's not enough room in the menu for it, so we have to be very selective about it. I kind of like, I want everything, and it doesn't work that way. I'm not sure. I don't know. Because we also had the drills, the twin drills here too. Turn this back on so you can kind of see what they're doing. Eyes, turn the eyes back on to get a sense of where it lands on the characters. This one's called Emo Floof. This is what I call this. This is Emo Floof hairstyle. You got the Emo Floof going on. So they'll look a little bit more painterly, I think, which will be fun. This reminds me of, if anybody's ever played Gaia Online, this is very much like, this is a Gaia Online style. This is like, it's pixelated to a point, and then they kind of add overlay painterly elements. And then there's like pixel styles where it's just all like planned pixel by pixel. And then there's like, you know, the crazy Ragnarok Online style, which I think starts out painterly, but then they like go in and hand pixel, or like I don't know how they do their like pixel work. Pretty sure it's hand painted, but do they have to go back in and decide on like a color palette? I'm not sure exactly. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Ragnarok Online. Yeah, I love Ragnarok Online sprites, but those sprites, like if you look at the detailing on those sprites and the amount of colors that they use on those, it's very interesting because they look painterly, but it looks like they originally started painterly and they like either shrunk it down and then carefully re-pixelated the image. So they basically shrunk it down. Of course, the pixels are going to be messy. It's not going to work correctly. So they have to replace each pixel over the top of it to match best the painterly style. Does that make sense? But like, it seems like they did like some art, then they shrunk it down, and then they repixelated it with the colors when they shrunk it down. At least that's how it approached it. But this is more like Gaia Online, where they've got, this is a distinctly drawn pixel by pixel hairstyle, but then they do a painterly overlay, which gives you all these gradients up at the top. But it still kind of keeps its crispness to it for it. So this gets like an in-between. Crazy in-between. I've got to pick out my color swatches that I want for all the painterly hairstyles. I like this one. I'm probably going to keep this one. But like I need a rainbow of colors. This is why I was having a hard time. Like, I don't know how I'm going to separate it out on the menu. It might... I don't know. I might just do mask styles versus feminine styles. Or colors. I don't think I'm going to put them all under one thing, under hair. I could. I don't know. I also want to do cosplay hair, like a section for cosplay hair for like, you know, people like Hatsune Miku, Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball. You know, the people with a very distinct hairstyles, like in anime and shows. Just on a whim, if I feel like doing one, like I just want to do this hairstyle today. So there's gonna be a separate section for like VTubers and cosplayers. There's some VTubers that have some very distinct hairstyles as well. But yeah, that's the next thing. So next time we're gonna do a feminine. I think we'll do a feminine hairstyle. We need some clothes. We can do a VTuber soon. I don't know. We got stuff. We got a lot of work to do, but we are making progress. We're not like completely naked bald people anymore. Soon you'll have choices of hair color. It'll be crazy. It'll eventually get to the point where I can leave it on while y'all are on. Actually choose your stuff, and you'll have things to actually pick from. Which would be great. Which would be good. Okay. I am going to wrap up for today. It is noon. It is lunchtime. Gotta get some foods and I gotta go run amok. It's amok time today. I will be back Wednesday night. We're gonna be playing Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered. Day 4. We've made it out of what do I call it? Our tribe's place. So we're gonna keep going out into the big wide world, and then Thursday morning we play some Minecraft. I've made a lot of progress since my really wonky bridge. I've got a 3-story tavern going on now, and we're gonna work on decorating that and maybe running amok with some other friends, possibly if they're online. I would like to still Demon Chuckle's in here. I would like to still play Repo. I'm still waiting to hear from people. It might turn into a weekend thing. I will poke you, okay? So we might have a surprise stream over the weekend for collab. Maybe. Yeah. So let's find somebody to go raid, and thanks for hanging out with me while I plug pixels into little squares. Let me ramble about random stuff like conventions and whatnot. Who is online right now that I could go raiding? Is there anybody that I know? What name's back on again? Angelic Paws is on. She raids me all the time. I never get to raid her. I want to raid her. Done. Can't type work with them. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Alright, now we got it going. They're playing 1-Bit Heart. I will see some of y'all later. I appreciate y'all. Stay kind to each other. Be nice. VTuber sphere is a little anxious and crazy right now. Y'all be good. Alright, let's hit the chat button. And we are going wading. Here we go. See you later, all. Have a good Monday. Do your best. I know it's hard. It's the beginning of the week. Keep going. You got it. Bye. And then y'all over there on YouTube, thanks for hanging out with me if you're still around. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye. Bye.